I'm live. I'm live. I'm getting ready to watch. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. What's up? I'm live. I have a little, sorry to say soup. I have a little tea here. I'm going to be watching Talk to Me. Talk to Me. Just tea. Just tea. Hi, Jules. Hi, Xavier. I just have tea in there. Some peppermint tea. Hi. Hi, Jules. Hi, Xavier. Hi, Queen. I see you. Davy. Hi, Vanity. Hi, KK. His hair. I'm like getting a little pineapple again. Hi, I'm watching Talk to Me. Talk to Me, which I never saw because we're doing all these like music movies I've never seen. Hi, Queen. Hi, Davy. Hi, Vanity. Hi, KK. Hi, Sims. Hi, Casey. Hi, Shim Jim. Hi, Kim Powhatan. No, I just have tea. Hi, Brooke. No, I just started. I was trying to find a link. I'm going to watch Talk to Me with Don Cheadle. Hi, Francesca. Hi, Savannah. Hi, Kamaria. Talk to Me. Talk to Me with Don Cheadle is what I'm going to watch. What I'm watching. No, not Booze Bake. I just have tea. So, because I remember I wrote it down. I opened tabs last week. So, Talk to Me. Then Lackawanna Blues, A Woman Called Moses, and then season 2 of Black Dynamite. And then I'm actually going to also put Feast of All Saints too, because I never saw that. And a lot of you guys have been suggesting it. Hi. Hi, Kenneth. Hey, Seren, I always wanted to ask, when you lived in NYC, did you ever go to a ball, like a ballroom scene ball? I have been to a ball, yes. When I was in college, some of you that follow me on Instagram probably already know this. When I was in college, I was in a house. So I'm not going to say that I was like super involved in the scene. You're not going to find me in any YouTube videos or anything like that. But I was around. But I was mostly doing like sort of kid stuff. Or, you know, we were considered to be like kids in the ballroom scene. So I was mostly doing like stuff that was geared towards like younger. But I have seen, you're not going to find any videos of me voguing. No. Like I was mad hurt when I saw that like Escalitas was closing. I was like, oh no, Escalitas. So I'm familiar. But I was on the scene back then. I was like, party girl, party, party, party. Let's all get wasted. Hi, Nicole. I'm watching Talk to Me with Don Cheadle. Hi, Marcus. Hi, Davy. I'm using our standard, you know, our little standard site, Davy. It is on Amazon if you want to rent it for $3, which I didn't want to do. But if you have Amazon Prime and you want to rent it, you don't mind renting it. Hi, Casey. Yes, I got it. Thank you to everyone that's been hitting me on Cash App. I have been receiving them. Thank you guys so much. Brooke, Talk to Me, the movie with Don Cheadle and Taraji. Yeah, I've never seen it. Hi, Hush 420. I swear almost anytime I hear Come and Talk to Me, oh, like those words, I hear Jodeci singing. Don't know if I'll ever break that programming. You look so sexy. It's a jam. Hi, Jules. Again, I just Googled and this cast is jam-packed. Seren was voguing, search for vids. All these musical movies make me wonder if you've seen Ain't Misbehavin'. I have not seen that with Nell Carter. I think you'd love it if you haven't. I have not seen that. Ain't Misbehavin'. Let me write that down. Ain't Misbehavin'. Seren's lived every life imaginable. I'm convinced. I have done a lot of living. I don't really know why. Well, you know, let me not say that. I think it's just because I left home really young. Like, I left home when I was like a teenager, basically. I left home when I was 17, and I went away to school in a different state where I didn't really know anybody. Like, I mean, I had some family members in New York, but nobody where I was. And I don't know. I left home. Like, I left home. I'm a little cold. I'm gonna put my jacket on. Like, I left home, and then I just like never went back home. I like never wanted to go back home. I was just like, I'm not going back home. Because I felt like, oh, if I go back home, that makes me a failure, which is not true. So don't think that. I'm just saying how I felt at that time. I felt like if I go back home, that's gonna make me a failure. So I have to, you know, figure life out and take care of myself, which is what I did. So, but like through that time period, I was like living a lot of life. And I was like doing a lot of things, and I was involved in a lot of things, and I was meeting a lot of different types of people. And, you know, I just left home young, I think. I used to feel like I used to always say this on Twitter. I used to be like, by the time I was 19, I had already lived like 5 lives. Like, I just started living life kind of young. Because, you know, I lived in one of those households that was sort of like, what are you going to do after a certain age? Are you going to go to school? Are you going to get a full-time job? Or are you going to go to the military? I was raised in one of those type of households. So I was like, well, I'm definitely not about to join the fucking military. That's not happening. And I don't feel like getting a full-time job yet. So I guess I'm going to school. So I went to school, and I had a lot of experiences at school, and I met a ton of different people at school. That was my favorite thing about school. Whenever people ask me about like school and college and stuff, because people always say, they'd be like, oh, you have all these thoughts about school, even though you went to school. And I'd be like, yeah. I felt like the best thing about school was meeting different types of people and getting introduced to different ideas and different concepts. Do I feel like going to school made me more employable? No, not really. But school was good for other reasons, but not really the reasons they try to sell you on school, you know? But I'm ready whenever y'all are. I'm watching Talk to Me. I'm ready whenever you guys are. So let me see. Seren's lived every life imaginable, I'm convinced. Hi, Ori. Seren Vogan would be a sight to behold. Hi, Black Breeze. Hi, Olivia. That's so cool. You went to school in New York. Yeah, I didn't even apply to any other schools. Also, I was one of those type of people that when I was younger, I was like so in love with New York. Like, I'm going to grow up and I'm going to move to New York and I'm going to be a writer. I don't know if I was watching too much Sex in the City. I don't know what it was. But it was just like, I'm gonna move to New York. I'm gonna go to school in New York. I'm gonna learn how to be a writer. I didn't really have anything past that point. So once I got to New York, it was sort of like free fall. Let me like figure shit out. But anybody that knows me knows I was like, I'm gonna move to New York. I'm gonna move to New York. I'm moving to New York. I'm gonna go to school in New York. I'm gonna be a writer. And I did move to New York. Like, it did happen. So, but I only even applied for school in New York. I was just like, I'm going to school in New York because I'm moving to New York. You like this film, Black Breeze? Yeah, I've never seen it. I love this film. You're going to love it too, Seren. Yeah, Talk to Me, Queen. Talk to Me with Don Cheadle. That'll do it. You've had so many different careers all in one lifetime. It's impressive. Oh, you met Leomi? It's almost a Broadway production, like Dreamgirls featuring. Ooh, sounds beautiful. You were a teacher too, which is so wild, but makes sense. Hi, Mel. Your own little anime adventure story. My mom was like that too. She was like, you can do whatever you want, but you can't stay here. Exactly. Like, what's it gonna be? I too was raised in that environment, and as an Air Force military brat, that was a very real possibility. That's my exact take on school, college. You really forget everything you've ever learned in school. Hi, Kimberly Frazier. School is good for many things, but not really what they advertise. Hi, Clarissa. Carrie Bradshaw. I too love New York, but she's an expensive city. Definitely Sex and the City inspired. NYC is the greatest. I call people who romanticize New York Carrie Bradshaw. Yeah. I just loved New York. But it wasn't like that was my first time going to New York. I spent a lot of time there because I had family there. And my mom used to take me there a lot, all the time, like on the train or on the bus or in the car. We would go to New York all the time. And I just always, like, New York always felt like a home away from home for me. New York just always felt like someplace, even though you guys know I love DC, like that's my home. But New York was always a home away from home for me, always. And as an adult, I wanted to live there. I didn't want to live in DC as an adult. I wanted to live in New York as an adult. So as soon as I didn't have to live in my mother's house anymore, I was like, bye, I'm moving to New York. Fuck y'all. Facts, the best thing. And then when I got to college, I got a job. You guys know I got a job working in an admissions office. So then I could stay at school all year round. I didn't have to go home. I was not trying to go home. Like I was like, I'm not going home. I really had in my mind, like, if I can't make it work in New York and if I have to go back home, I'm a failure. Like, I was really like, New York has to work or I'm gonna end up on the streets of New York. Like, I'm not going back home. Like, I'm not going back home. I'm not going back home, period. So, yeah, I was just like, that's it. So, but I think I was just tired of DC because I had been in DC my whole life and DC was so small and New York was like close enough that I could get there. I could get to New York really easy. I could get home really easy if I needed to get home. I could just hop on a bus, and then after I had a car, it was like I could just drive home whenever I want. It's no big deal. But I think I was just tired of DC. It was, real small and everybody knows each other, and I just wanted a change, a big change. Well, not that big, but a big change for me, because DC's like this big, I don't know. Like, everybody knows everybody. So kind of like moving from someplace that's so small, has like less than 1 million people that even live there, to like one of the biggest, most bustling cities. It was exactly what I wanted. Facts, the best thing about college is the sense of like-minded camaraderie and socialization, that and the resources you have to jump through hoops to get. I aspired to move to New York from living single. Jules said, does anyone have a link? Hi, Chariot Man Gaming. I went to New York and had to get the hell on. It's not for everyone. But I like that too, because I always also feel like I had like a very quick hustler's mentality. And so me and New York got along. Like, me and New York got along real good. Like, when I talk to people and they be like, oh, I hate New York, I'd be like, how? How is that possible? How is that possible? Hi, Kylo. I'm going to watch Talk to Me. I haven't started yet. I'm ready whenever you guys are ready. You're a New Yorker at heart. NYC is a bit jacked up right now. Once I go back to school in September, I'm never leaving NYC. That's me. Hi, Mr. Yo King. Hustler's mentality. I felt that way about LA. Like, you loved LA, Richie? Hi, Chris. I remember you telling me you worked at Best Buy at one point. When was that? Like I do. When was that? I worked at Best Buy in DC. I worked at Best Buy in Tenleytown, which is, I believe that Best Buy is closed now. I don't think it's even there anymore. But for like, I don't even, fucking 3 years. Yeah. And before that, I worked at Haagen-Dazs in Georgetown. That was my like first ever job. Hi, Alexia. I've said I thought you were born and bred in New York when I first started watching. Yeah, I love New York. New York is still my home away from home. Hi, Sketchnificent. I know that's Sketchnificent. Hi, thank you, Sketchnificent. Super chat. Can't stay. Hope everyone has a great week. Thank you, Sketch. I feel that way about the city I moved from, Indianapolis to. Yeah, let me also say that I did not have a fear of living on my own, and I didn't have a fear of traveling because I started traveling kind of young because my grandmother moved around a lot. And so this just reminded me because you said Indianapolis. So like my first time traveling, I was like 12 years old. I was like 11 or 12 years old. And I flew to go see my grandma in Indianapolis. And I had like one of those little flight attendant people with me or whatever. They like put somebody on a kid that's flying alone. And that was like my first time really traveling, like traveling by plane. And my grandma used to move every year. And me and my cousin used to spend the whole summer with my grandma. So it used to be every single summer in a different city. So it was like one summer in Indianapolis and like one summer in Cleveland, a few summers in Philly, like 4 summers in Philly. She lived in Philly the longest. So like a few summers in Philly, a summer here, a summer there, a summer in Richmond, like. So I was moving around. Like moving around was like real natural for me, moving around. So then I moved around. I moved around and traveled around. I never felt scared to leave home and travel and see things. And then I was also able to travel a lot in high school. I was able to travel abroad to Europe in high school, which was also an experience. So I was able to see a lot of things and experience a lot of things from a young age, which I think had a lot to do with it. Because I went to Europe when I was like 16, something like that. So 17, something like that. So it's always funny whenever people try to insult me by being like, maybe if you traveled. I've actually traveled quite extensively. It's funny. They just like assume. Born and raised in NYC, and it feels like everyone is in NY at some point. So I crack up sometimes when people from other places are fascinated by people being born and raised in DC. That's also how it is. I mean, in NYC. See, and I just said in DC because I was thinking. That's also how it is in DC. When you meet somebody and you tell them that you're actually from DC, they be shocked. Like, what? Like, yes, from DC. Went to school here, all that. I want to travel once everything kind of dies down. Hi, Deb the Wise. Chariot Man Gaming, Bronx born and raised. Do I feel like New York is a place to hustle even now? New York is a different place now. I don't know. That's hard. Like, I don't think I would live in New York again because it's not the same. So maybe it's not anymore. Chicago is a cool city, especially downtown. It's really nice. Yeah, my grandma used to live there too. You're very well exposed. Where in Europe did you go? Lived in Germany, been to Paris, France, and Holland. I've been to Munich, Germany. I've been to Paris, France. I've been to Poland, the Prague, the Czech Republic, Lithuania, Luxembourg. I've seen the death camps at Auschwitz. I was there for like a month so it was a school trip. It's like kind of a long story. It was a school trip. So when I was in 10th grade, I took this history of rock and roll class and I got along really good with the teacher. He was like awesome. And I really enjoyed the class. And it was like a really good class. Like it was the kind of class where like the teacher was really good and like the students got along really good with the teacher and like everybody like gelled. And so my teacher wanted to introduce some trips for history purposes. And he wanted the whole class to go together. So he like brought up a trip, some like various trips to the school board, and the school board like voted on the trips and they decided that we could take the trip to Europe. And that we could spend a whole month there because we already had 2 weeks off from school for winter break or whatever. So we could also take an additional 2 months off since it was a school trip and we could just spend a whole month in Europe. And so we flew into Germany and then we took a train and a bus sort of all around Europe for that whole month, which is why I was able to like see a lot of different countries and a lot of different stuff. And the trip was my senior year. So he introduced the trip when I was in 10th grade because he was like, this is a really good class and I want to like do something with like this particular class. So he introduced the idea of the trip when I was in the 10th grade and they approved the concept of the trip, but we had to pay for the trip ourselves. So for 2 years, I sold candy. You know, all them kids that be on the bus and on the train and at school and sending their mom to work with the boxes full of candy, like candy, 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 candy. Who wants to get candy? Anybody want candy? Candy. Candy for the kids. We trying to go on a trip. We trying to go on a trip to Europe, like buy some candy. So I sold candy for 2 years, all of 11th grade and 12th grade. And that's how, until I had enough money. And we all put the money into like a pot for the trip so that everybody could go. And some of the other kids in the class, like their parents volunteered to be some of the chaperones. It was like 2 teacher chaperones and like 3 or 4 parent chaperones, something like that. And that was how we went. And that was how we went to Europe. So I've had like a lot of opportunities. I've been like really lucky to have a lot of opportunities to travel and see different things. Yes, I had my mother going to work. I had aunties, uncles, cousins, everybody. Everybody was getting a box because I'm trying to go on this trip and we can't pay, so we got to sell this candy. Good old-fashioned capitalism for kids. All right, I'm pushing play. I'm about to start. Talk to me, and we can continue having this conversation, but I'm starting. I've never seen this. I'm starting. Hi, King Amari. But yes, I worked at Best Buy in DC. My city isn't as vibrant as it used to be. Always wanted to visit NY. I only live 25 minutes from NYC in Jersey, so it's always been a second home. My city is very small. I'm tired of it. Ashford 20. I have family in New York. Love DC. It's my favorite city. They're sketchnificent. I'm a New Yorker, but right now my city, people are just angry here. People are angry. Oh, hi, Raise the Random Girl. Oh, I didn't know Casey Lemons directed this. Even better. I worked at Best Buy too. Anytime I even see shirts that are a certain shade of blue, I'd be like, no, get it away from me. I feel like it would be awful to be poor in New York. I lived there for one summer, but it was a very middle-class experience. There's so much happening in that city all the time. New York is a weird place. Like, New York is a weird place. For a while, you know, New York was someplace you could be poor. But it's not anymore, is it? This shit just starts just like that. Wake up, god damn it! Born and raised. Oh, I read this one already. Oh, there goes Chiwetel. That's his name, right? Oh, Cedric is in this too? Yes, Queen. Those comments be funny. Hi, World Lover. Oh, Mike Epps. Hi, World Lover. I'm watching Von B. Curtis Hall. Everybody is in this. I'm watching Talk to Me. That's so cool. NYC is going through a hard time right now. I wouldn't consider living here if you don't already live in the tri-state. New York is totally different. There's people still hustling. It's still a rat race, but the energy and vibe is different. NYC is extremely different now. Too many damn transplants who don't respect the locals. I don't live there right now. I'm in Cleveland. I need some people to leave NYC before I go back. Keep making. You should watch. I have a couple Black Americans episodes on Chicago where we talk about some of the energy there, and you probably like them. They can't even spell Prague, Vanity. Also, it's hella cold. Chicago got some of the best food in the country. They're going to mic ups right there. Amsterdam is a cold place. That's really cool. That's such an incredible foundational experience, especially for understanding Western, something I'm going to assume that was Western culture. You dig? Oh, he's doing like a prison radio show. Petey Greene versus the United States. Chicago's cool. Chicago's cool. Parents gotta sell candy for their kids. Can't wait to travel when stuff opens back up. Hi, King Amari. My mom used to help me and my siblings sell candy. May I interest you in these chocolates? Said Seren's mom, aunt, and grandmother. True story. The movie's a biopic. Damn. Yeah, it's prison. Raleigh, stand up. Hi, Bree. Meeting for your final year project in 15 minutes. No, it's not deleted. I can still see it. I saw it. It didn't get deleted, Vanity. Something weird's been going on with comments. People have been saying their comments are getting deleted, not being able to see their comments. There's definitely been something weird happening with comments. Currently typing up my discussion, trying to listen at the same time. Being poor in NY is part of living in NY. Oh, look, there go Taraji right there. I visited NYC a bunch of times, never lived. You got to move to Southside Queens, the Bronx, or East New York to find a really cheap spot now. Wow. She just jumped on Don Cheadle. If you have no experience in a city, do not go to New York. See, y'all are talking about messages being deleted. Try it again, Nicole. I'm not deleting anything. A miscreant? What this nigga just called me? A miss who? Of course they have Chiwetel playing the uppity nigga. This nigga! I'm a miscreant. You know, I like that shit because it made me sound like a con with class. I'm a miscreant. This nigga called me a what? Sugar. Whoa. The bra? What is it? Oh, it is a bra. She just took the bra off and said, take it. Here, take it. Take it. Go on, take it. You scared of some titties? Ain't no padding in there, sweetie. You tell him that's all me. This girl, Taraji, is my girl. My man got an ascot. 5 to 10, nickel to a dime. It ain't shit, baby. How does he have on an ascot with his prison outfit? Where did he get this ascot from? Yeah, I am. Hush 420. I believe Vondi and Casey are married. Yeah, I didn't see the rules, Nicole. The rent in New York is too damn high. I think being an NYU student and being poor is different than moving to NY with no resources and trying to make it, which is romanticized in American culture. Hi, Queen, the other Queen. Hi, Alexandra. You're not that late. I'm watching Talk to Me. I'm about 7 minutes in. Hello. Even in the Bronx, the rent is high. Now more condos are being built. It's hilarious. I'm watching Talk to Me with Don Cheadle. YouTube is deleting comments. The Bronx is definitely getting more expensive as they improve the trains too. praying for accessibility for those fake low-income apartment complexes. Found up today, I ain't a con, y'all. Miscreant. We are African American. Cat Williamson first Sunday. Yes, Jules, you were the only one. I feel like we've discussed it before during the live streams. That shit looks so whack. That new Coming to America movie, that shit look whack. I'm definitely not watching it. I haven't been watching shit. The MTA has a lot of work to do because so many areas in the Bronx and Brooklyn are transit deserts. My folks live in a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, rent stabilized apartment in the South Bronx. My dad has had it since the 70s. I think the rent is something like $1,100. If they leave, they could charge the next people $2,500. Yep, and they're trying to get everybody out of there. Everybody. Warden's got a little dick. How did he get up on the roof? I keep seeing a message saying I was deleted by the Google moderator team. Oh, I'm not seeing that, but that happened previously, and I emailed support about that, and so they said that Google moderator team is a bot. So you must be typing something that's triggering the bot, the algorithm. I don't know what it is though, Nicole. Only good place for soul food in New York is Harlem. Soul food in NYC is trash. Petey! How did he get up on the roof? I completely missed the memo. Oh my gosh! Warden, little dick Warden. I completely missed the memo. I was like, what's going on? But it doesn't look good anyways. They've been talking about it a lot, Jules. Coming to America 2 felt like a Tyler Perry production. The overpush of forced nostalgia made me cringe just seeing the Coming to America commercials. I haven't seen any commercial, I haven't seen any ads, moving ads, but I've seen stills. Rent stabilized. $2,500 is the max they could charge. Last I checked, so they just renovate the place that max it out. Coming to America 2 looks too clownish. It has acrimony energy for sure. I'm watching it on one of these random ass sites that I normally use. The numbers. Oh, pooch it. Oh my goodness. How is this man not getting hoarse? Oh no. Whoa. My mom and stepdad went over to a friend's house to watch Coming to America. She asked me if I was going to watch it. When I said no, she sounded a little disappointed and asked why not. I just told her I wasn't interested. There, now I see it, Nicole. It might be because you're typing bullshit. Because, YouTube doesn't let you put curse words anymore sometimes. So that might have been why I was doing it previously. But I can still see it. I see it now. Oh, look, they out. Look at Taraji Afro. Coming to America has some good moments, like Wesley Snipes and the father's going away party. Hi, Drayton. Thank you. I saw something about a remake a couple months ago, but didn't know it was real. Jules thought it was a deep fake. I thought it was a cool movie. I heard Coming to America centers the son and not Eddie. What's it about? I don't care about being spoiled. Well, I guess if some people don't want to be spoiled, y'all could let us know in the chat if you don't want to be spoiled. But I don't give a shit about being spoiled because I'm not going to watch it. So you could tell me what it's about. So you best get your legs to moving. Yes, the afro is glorious, Nicole. I wonder if it's a wig or if it's her hair. Now come on. You the man with the plan. Ooh. Give me some. Look at Taraji hyping him up. You won't take shit from any black, yellow, green, or white man. Okay, Taraji. I know. Oh, there goes Cedric. Good afternoon, good people. There he is. You want to look at her? I can't move my legs. Oh! Hello, DC. This is Sunny Jim. I want to see a Kathy Hughes movie. This movie gonna make me cry? Oh no. Yeah, I think that was it, Nicole. I was about to say, it must be something you're posting that was triggering the bot. Okay, I just reposted it and took out a word that rhymes with tune and starts with the letter C, and I think that's the trigger word. Yeah, that's what the support told me. So anytime you guys see that Google moderator support has removed your comment or something like that, that's a bot that's being triggered by something you're saying. Ooh, look at these dogs. It's like censored. Don't Taraji P. Henson look gorgeous? Yeah, when you type in curse words, they move your comments from the top comments or top chat category. But you could see it on the all comments category. OMG, the bot snatched my comment. Oh, hell no. He said he was going to come find your ass when he got out. He said he was going to come find you. Every Sunday we watch a movie, and that be the topic for those of you that are kind of new and asking. We watch a movie with a black main character, and that's the topic. So we're watching Talk to Me. I'm watching it. Anybody that wants to watch along can. For a time check, I'm at 15:50. Hey, look at them. She was with this man for 10 years, and 9 of them he was in jail. Look at her hyping him up. What in blue blazes? Did this man just say blue blazes? A Kathy Hughes movie would be great. Cool Whip. I see it again, Nicole. Oh, I see. Yeah, you put a line this time, so it didn't remove it. I could see it. Bees bake newbies. Welcome in, but come correct. The mods don't play. Come on here with that bullshit and catch a block quick. No coons, trolls, spammers, disrespect, etc. Read the room, then comment. Those are the rules of the live stream. Boo, we love cuss words. Never knew that tune with the letter C was a curse word. You know, I feel like it didn't used to be, but within the last few years, these algorithms are definitely considering it to be a more serious word. Which, I mean, I guess it is, but that's definitely a change that I've noticed. Blue blazes. Twitter does that too. They take phrases that we use like coon and put them on a blacklist. So even if you're black and say them, you get suspended. Yup. Never knew Negro was a curse word. Oh, that's the word you use, Jay? Yeah. YouTube has a whole list of words you can't use anymore. Just like you can't put curse words in your titles anymore. So like I have videos that were previously called like suck my dick, or you know, bitch better have my money. You can't put curse words in titles anymore. Like you can't do none of that. That's not allowed anymore. And if you try to do it, it'll get like flagged by the algorithm right away, or like the bots and shit. That's like some more of those changes that they made with the whole, you know, kids are being harmed on YouTube, and they made all those changes. That was like some of the changes they made. So Chiwetel is really playing a coon. I really stand by Chiwetel playing a coon right now because I feel like he's a coon in real life. Like, it's so ironic that this man became fucking basically famous from 12 Years a Slave when, like, Yoruba Saxon sell out Yoruba Saxon ass instead of Anglo-Saxon, Yoruba Saxon, which is a name he came up with. For they try to say that I came up with that name. Him and his Caucasian wife. That's what they call themselves. Where did Taraji just go? I'm mad the ascot actually matches the lapel. Oh, she's going to the bathroom. Oh, no, she's not going to the bathroom. She better jump on air. Oh, that's David. I'm sorry. I got them confused. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Queen corrected me. Sorry. It's the other one, David. So many of them now. It's so easy to get them mixed up. That's David. Are you sure it's David? I thought it was Chiwetel. Are you sure it's David? It's so hard to know. Could somebody Google it? Tell me who's Yoruba Saxon. Shut the fuck up, I'm coming. Is it David Oyelowo or is it Chiwetel? It is still funny though that Chiwetel is playing a coon. Shut up. Okay, it's David. So it's not Chiwetel. Chiwetel is not the Yoruba Saxon. The Yoruba Saxon is David. I stand corrected. Chiwetel is still playing a coon though. Which I still approve. It's David that played Martin. Martin Luther King is the Yoruba Saxon. Bree said Among Us. Yeah, who's the imposter? My mom was watching him in Selma during Black History Month. She couldn't believe how awful he was. I told her he's not from here. She was like, oh, that makes sense. They always play this song whenever it's like the 60s war scene. Time. There's so much happening in this film. Wow. There was a lot happening in this time period. I had no idea that Chiwetel was in this. Look, he told them they're embarrassing. It's really amusing to me that he's playing a coon. He should play a coon in every movie. He's really inhabiting this role. Like, they got the British black playing the coon. The shape of Yoruba Saxon. I don't know why I said that. I kind of feel that way. I think about all of them now. Like, they're all associated with Yoruba Saxon in my mind. There he is. Boo. This dude ain't shit. He made Dawn a hollow offer. What's wrong with raccoons? YouTube is really censoring us, huh? Wait, we can't curse here since when? Ori deserves the credit for the Peace Bake rule post. I just copy and paste when they don't do it. Those are the go-to roles. Chew Whatever is married to a black woman. It's the other one. An imposter among us. Him telling other black folks that they're embarrassing themselves protesting. My favorite movie with Chiwetel is Children of Men. And he's the bad guy in that shit too! Deb the Wise, he's the motherfucking turncoat in that shit too! And that movie's like 15 years old, so I don't care. That's one of my favorite movies. And he's a piece of shit in that shit too. With fucking Jules, he's a piece of shit! That's my movie, Deb. We've watched it for Beast Bake. We were allowed to watch it because it had a black main character. Obviously. You're a little out of your element around here, ain't you? Around the rest of us niggers playing pool. Yeah, you right. He is. It's one of my favorites too. He is bad in that, and it's one of my faves too. Chiwetel is always the villain in everything. Yeah, I know we've watched that one because I love that movie. We might have watched that one. We might have watched that one around Halloween time. Because we sometimes watch movies with a sci-fi element, with the as long as it has black women lead. Look at Don Cheadle's clothes. He got on a burgundy silk shirt unbuttoned with the gold chain. Look at Taraji. With a cigarette dangling. I was watching old Beast Bigs from 2015. I can't believe they used to let you play the movies out loud, no headphones. Man, I used to just be watching all kinds of stuff. But we tried watching that Chappelle show. That was when everything changed. We tried watching Chappelle's show after Charlie Murphy died, and Viacom said, no, bitch, copyright. 90 days. Can't live stream. And I was like, well, you win. Headphones it is. I'll leave you the fuck alone. Was he in Firefly? It's been a while since I've watched it. Firefly, what do I have to do with any of this? I wonder who's gonna win this. I wonder if Chiwetel is about to be like secretly a beast at pool. I like your style, Tibbs. He's definitely about to win, Chiwetel. Because I feel like they're setting up like as if Don Cheadle's about to whoop his ass, which means probably that Chiwetel is a beast at pool and he's probably about to win. Viacom gave a bad bitch hair flip and cut it. Viacom said, you need to cut it. Cut it the fuck out. Oh, you didn't see the copyright? You didn't see the copyright thing, Queen? I'd hit this fool upside the head with the pool cue. Like, you're doing a lot of talking while I'm trying to line up my shot. Could you shut the fuck up, Chiwetel? Before I break this pool cue over your head? Right? Are you through, bitch? Are you through? All that damn talking. Come on. Come on. Oh! Almost, though. It almost went in, though. That's all right, baby. That's all right. I'm trash at pool. I'm horrible. I have no hand-eye coordination at all. I feel like I can't even see where the balls are at whenever I try to play pool. I was like, they're setting this up a certain way. I'm pretty sure Chiwetel is about to be a beast at pool. He's about to bust fucking Don Cheadle's ass from the way this is being set up. Things like these copyright laws is just one of the many things that made me wish it was still 2011. It was a different world 10 years ago. Whenever I see a pool scene, it reminds me of living single. You like pool? Are you good at it, Queen? Chiwetel is beasting. I wonder how long it took them to film this. Wow, scratch. Like, I'm a beast at pool. Wow. I had a feeling this scene was going to go this way, and it did. I'm terrible at pool and bowling. I'm not good at bowling either, Vanity. I like bowling, though. I don't like pool. I feel like I'm going to put somebody's eye out. I like to bowl, though. I'll bowl for fun. I won't play pool for fun. I'll just observe. What is Taraji drinking? A cup of milk? Hi, Daydream. I'm watching Talk to Me. I'm 29 minutes in. I'm terrible at pool and bowling. I used to play pool at the teen center I went to after school. You think of the episode when Khadijah played their rent money. I love bowling too. And Sinclair had to show out. I love to bowl, but I'm terrible at pool. I'm pretty good with both. Bowling is a lot of fun. My mother's really good at pool. My mother's really good at everything. Like, she's one of those type of women that she could bust your ass at pool. She could drink you under the table. Like, she's smarter than you. All that. I like Taraji's eye makeup. Did they say what Petey was in jail for? Has that been said? Because Petey Greene is the real deal, Jack. Look, she was ready. She was ready. She was about to give a whole monologue on Petey Greene. Hi, Queen Brittany. Bowling is a lot of fun. I'm really bad at bowling, said Richie, but I'm also not very coordinated at sports. One thing, those bowling balls are mad heavy, given my weight, but I still love to play it. I feel like you got an iron stomach, too. I could drink most people under the table. I can't get over how amazing Taraji's afro looks. I want my hair to grow out like that. I mean, I love her hair products. I kind of feel like people was hating on Taraji a little bit when her hair product line first came out. Because for some reason, people were saying they didn't like the products. I tried the products out and I fucked with them. And on my most recent video on products that I use on my hair and skin, when I included it, a lot of people were saying that they did like it. But it's funny because when the line first came out, people were trying to say they didn't like it. I really feel like there was some hating going on at that time. Like, people just, like, knee-jerk hate shit. Sunny Jim is a DC icon. Everybody loves Sunny Jim. He's so sunny. You and your mom sound similar. Hi, Queen Brittany. I'm watching Talk to Me. I'm at 32, just about. 32 minutes. We're a respectable R&B station. Ooh. Wow. Okay, Chiwetel. He said we can't be a respectable establishment. This is not a respectable city. They out there on the mall protesting. We can't be respectable. We don't want it to be the establishment. We got to give the people what they want. Some radical shit. Some Petey Greene shit. That's what they want in DC. They want some real niggas. Oh, he mad. He walked out in his little salmon colored jacket. Oh! He fell down with his little red turtleneck on. He was hot. That was a little shoulder check. Hi, Avant-Garde. Mr. Sunderland. They're going to give this white man a heart attack. He's been in there 5 seconds. He's going to give this white man a heart attack. Call the police. Y'all got some hospitality issues around this motherfucker. He didn't even know who Petey Greene was. This is Petey Greene. This is our new morning DJ. I love her co-wash. I've been hoodwinked. I've been bamboozled. You know you wouldn't call him a nigger, white man. Last time I tried to bowl, my lane was next to a large family with an inattentive father. A 4-year-old tossed the ball down my gutter, ruined my whole game. 2.5 years later, and I'm still mad. 4-year-old seems kind of young to be rolling them heavy-ass balls. They were hating because Tracy Ross dropped a line at the same time. Taraji loves her own hair. She's always had pretty hair. People were literally calling Taraji's line a scam. The North remembers. Yes, Jules, like, people were really hating. Like, and I remember trying it and being like, this shit is good. What are they talking about? So it was a calculated conspiracy, because I remember those reviews too. Like, the majority was saying it isn't good. And her co-wash is my favorite conditioner. Like, I really like it a lot. Yes, Tracy Ellis Ross had her pattern products that came out and they dropped at the same time. It's also possible that maybe the first batch wasn't good and there were improvements made. But it's also possible that there's a concentrated effort to sabotage the TPH line because Black people are slowly taking over the hair business. Yeah. I think both of those things are probably really possible. Nicole, given all these scenarios, is it possible that maybe the people saying the products were trash because it just didn't work for their own hair texture? That's true too. That's very true. That's the name of Taraji's line. It's called TPH by Taraji. A native of Washington, a true son of the city, and some may say a prophet of the streets. Here to spin the tunes that will blow. Petey look embarrassed. He's already there like this. This is Petey Greene. Oh, no, he burped. Oh, Lord. Is he drunk? What's going on? Maybe you ain't driving. Maybe you're walking. Maybe you're riding the bike. Maybe you're at work already. Regardless, I'm gonna play the music. And is he drunk? Oh my God, is he about to vomit? Is he nervous? What's happening? Oh my God, he's burping. Right, are you drunk? Oh, he's nervous. It is nerves. You better stop putting your goddamn hands on me, man. He's That verp was nasty sounding. Rihanna took over the face business completely. Alicia Keys is trying to get her a face line too now. Similar things happened with Fenty at first. The Fenty skin reviews came out and something just wasn't right. Like, it had to be coordinated. Rhea is untouchable at this point, though. I have the Fenty. I actually went back for a refill because it works good. Simple and effective. What is fat water? I've come across Black-owned products that weren't a good fit for my own hair, but that doesn't mean I was going to call it trash. We just weren't compatible. Rihanna only owns 15% of Fenty Beauty, said Sincere. I remember when the Fenty skin reviews came out and most people were complaining about the fragrance and the products. Yeah, I've never seen it. I'm watching this one for the first time, Queen. I'm at about 38 minutes and 23 seconds. Pharrell has a skincare line too. Personally, I don't trust celebrity skincare, but that's just me. I'm a recovering alcoholic. That's good that he kicked hair on. I kind of want to try the Alicia Keys line. It's all skincare, which I like more than makeup. Oh, her toner serum. It's called Fat Water. Ah! He's talking about Berry Gordy. They like cut this nigga off right now. This is P-Town. That was good. I'm not apologizing for shit. I'm not apologizing for a damn thing. I've been using the same hair product since I was a kid, but I've added other products over the years. To me, our hair doesn't require much. I'm not trying everyone's skin products, though. Bye, Alexia. I did also hear that Rihanna is not the sole owner of Fenty. I don't know though. I haven't looked into it at all, but I have heard that she's just like the face and name of the brand, but she's not like the sole owner. I've literally tried nothing by Rihanna. It's terrible. I'm not super interested in her skincare products because I like the skincare products that I use. So bye, Brie. And I feel like her products are kind of expensive for me. Like, I'm not the kind of girl that spends like, tons of money on makeup and stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I just don't do it. Ooh. Oh, Motown's DC rep is on the line. Motown about to file that lawsuit. From the bottom of my heart. Shea Moisture had my hair feeling like a bird's nest, and everybody said they loved it. Hi, Line 10 Man. It is true what he said about Berry Gordy. Pharrell's line is called Human Race. Oh, that's also the name of his skincare line. That's the name of his shoes. That's the name of like all of his stuff is Human Race. It was black people that I saw talking bad about Fenty. We talked about it in Discord briefly. Rihanna doesn't own all of Fenty. The main owner is Louis Vuitton. Don't they promote Fenty as black owned, or am I tripping? She's not the only owner. Do they promote Fenty as black owned? Hey. Oh. Yes, I love Brie, but I ain't trying if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Not everyone could use the same products. I feel like Don Cheadle and Chiwetel need to fight. They need to fight because I don't know. It seems like sometimes some people just need to fight. Like, you're not going to keep talking to me, however. I'm not going to keep talking to you, however. We obviously need to just throw hands and get it over with to improve this relationship. Look, and now all these niggas is fucking sitting in a bar talking about that shit that he said on the radio. You're ignorant. You're ignorant. I'm just telling it like it is, just like Petey Greene. See, like, y'all did not trust what he said. And just like he said, I'm just saying shit that regular ass niggas fucking already say and believe. You uppity niggas don't know. Well, I'd rather listen to a con than this nigga that's on here now. Like, damn, this nigga's clearly motherfucking eavesdropping in on our shit. Oh, okay. Drinks on that nigga over there. I don't know who he is, but drinks on him. How much he leave? Keep it coming. Drinks on that nigga. That was a cute scene. That's the kind of scene I wanted to see in Soul. I mean, minus the curse words. Hi, Lisa. I'm watching Talk to Me with Don Cheadle. I'm about 44 minutes in. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Not everyone keeps the same products. Yeah, I love Fenty Beauty, but it can get pricey. I'm always nervous about introducing new skincare products into my regimen. Exactly, Deb. Rihanna isn't the sole owner. She owns a percentage with the man. Pharrell got his wake-up call. Rihanna does not promote it as only black owned. My mom bought it as a Christmas gift and I just liked it. I don't know much about it. I have always been under the impression that Fenty Beauty was mostly owned by Rihanna. I know something that happened with the high-end brand of Fenty with Ree and LV, her fashion house. Yeah, they're not gonna produce it anymore. I think it wasn't selling, but I don't really think that means anything. They're kind of like pivoting to like really double down on this Fenty Beauty because like obviously that's the shit that motherfuckers like. So I know that people did like her accessories, like her shoes and her glasses and stuff, but it seemed like the clothes weren't really going where they wanted the clothes to go. So it seems that they're going to invest, they're going to like shut that down and invest everything they got in Fenty Beauty. LV shut it down, I think, or scaled it back. Yeah. Right, exactly, Mel. The partnership's being put on the back burner so she could focus on the makeup and lingerie. Yeah. They shut down her fashion house. It was overpriced and people weren't buying the clothes. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The everyday person cannot afford the LV MH line, so it was a hood move. I love her loungewear and bras, though. Yeah, like the Fenty lingerie stuff seems like it's hitting, and the Fenty Beauty stuff seems like it's hitting. I think she was, what's the word? You know, like overextended or overexpanding. And so they've decided to like shut certain elements of it down. Oh, you think so, Richie? Rihanna's star power is starting to fade a little. I remember when Fenty clothes dropped and they were extremely expensive. People told us to mind our broke ass business and that it was a luxury brand for a reason. I do remember that, Jules. People being like, well, if it's too expensive, then you're not the audience. Like, all right, I guess I'm not. She got overextended. They locked the fucking white boys out. I'm not about to open this shit up for you. Help, I'm locked in my office. Black capitalism has my people in shambles, OMG. Unpopular opinion, but I don't think black business owners should only market as black owned. The goal should be to take everybody money. Well, as I said in my several videos on Shea Moisture, why do people feel like just because something says black owned, that means that only niggers can buy it? I do not understand that line of thinking. Like, why do you feel like just because something is marketed as black owned, that means that it's not, that they're not going to take everybody's money? Like, I don't understand that line of thinking at all. Like, just because something says black owned does not mean for niggers only. Like, I don't understand. Like, anybody can buy anything. Literally anybody can buy anything. Like, we all know that like Pantene Pro V and shit is white owned, but we're not like, whoa, it's white owned. It's not for us. We can't buy it. It's only for white people. Yet people feel that when something says black owned, that means fucking niggers only. Like, I don't understand. I really don't understand that line of thinking. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, something doesn't have, it doesn't, you don't have to hide that your fucking product is black owned so that other people will buy it. That's just like giving in to fucking anti-blackness, in my opinion. Like, so if motherfuckers know that something's black owned, they're not gonna buy. That makes them racist. He's really going. I have a whole series of videos. I have a whole playlist on Shea Moisture. It's like 4 or 5 videos in there over the course of like years. But before they even changed their formula, they still like they ran a whole campaign that was like, we don't want to be in the fucking beauty supply stores, and we don't want to be in the black owned section of the store, and we don't want to be viewed as a black owned brand. This was even before they changed their formulas, World Lover. They were like, we don't want to be viewed as a black owned brand. What's wrong with being viewed as a black owned brand? There is no fucking chain across the door of the fucking beauty supply store or the quote unquote black section of the fucking supermarket. They don't have no chain and no sign that says for coloreds only. So why do people feel like fucking Caucasians and other non-black persons of color can't walk their ass over to the black section and buy? Nobody says that about black people. Nobody be like, well, we're not marketing our fucking movies and television shows and all this shit. We're not marketing our shit to fucking black people, so it's not for black people. They still feel perfectly fine knowing that we gonna buy their shit. But niggas gotta hide the fact that they're black, so and that they're black owned, so that others will buy our shit. That's basically saying you're giving in to anti-blackness. Like, my blackness makes you uncomfortable, so I have to hide my blackness so that you can be comfortable to buy my products. You could keep your racist money, which is exactly what I said in my Shea Moisture. I said they don't want your colored coins. They don't want your money. They do not want nigger money. White dollars only is what I hear whenever somebody says that. Whenever somebody says the product shouldn't say black owned so that quote unquote anybody can buy, I hear white dollars only. That's what I hear. White dollars only. Man, I got your thug right here, nigga. A morals clause. That's interesting. It's very much giving whites only. Like, you really think that just because something says black owned, like if something says black owned and that means that somebody doesn't want to buy it, that makes that person anti-black. Black people do not have to give in to anti-blackness. I will never be like, yeah, it is an unpopular opinion that I wholeheartedly disagree with. I don't think that's, no. Niggas shouldn't have to hide the fact that we're black and that our businesses are black owned to make others comfortable. Look at this jumper Taraji got on. Taraji! Look at them dancing in their underwear around the house. No, we don't. Anti-blackness is so normalized. Anti-blackness is so normalized. Like, the idea of like, we're black and we make people uncomfortable and our blackness is the problem. So we have to like remove our blackness from the equation so that other people get comfortable. No, I don't. Well, I disagree with you, World Lover. I don't think it depends on what you're selling. I do not think that people should have to hide the fact that their business is black owned in order to get the money of racists. I feel like that's essentially what you're saying. Like, black people should hide the fact that their products are black owned so they can get the money from racists that are uncomfortable from buying from a black owned business. I don't agree. Like, I fundamentally disagree with the concept. I don't think it matters what you're selling. Like, you're black. Now, obviously, people, like, you're black. Like, and nobody says this to white people. Nobody be like, oh, white people should hide the fact that their business is white owned. No, like, nobody be like, when you go to the store and you see fucking Italian fucking salad dressing and that shit says on the back, you know, our great grandmother Maria from fucking Italy came over and fucking brought this recipe and now we're putting it on your table. Nobody's like, whoa, some people don't like Italians. Maybe we shouldn't have it on our fucking jar that this is Italian owned because some people don't like Italians and, you know, maybe they won't fucking buy it and support fucking WAPs if they knew. Like, no, we only find that to be appropriate for niggers because we have a problem with fucking blackness. Like, I don't have an issue with blackness. Damn, he cheated on Taraji. Kill him, Taraji. She not gonna kill him because there's an hour left in the movie, but kill him, Taraji. I feel like if this was real life, Taraji would kill his ass. Like if this was Taraji playing herself and not this character. Nigga, did you hear? I said get out. Get the fuck up out of here. Don't make me say it again, nigga. Half the products in the beauty supply store are Asian owned and clearly say so, but nobody has a problem. But when it's black people, right? Like, come on now. I don't agree. Oh my God, he's naked. How did he get there? Did he run there naked? Did he run there naked? Ooh! Hey, Dave. They were pushing Fenty as black owned and or for the black consumer. And he hugged him. I'll leave you two alone. They sent Fenty to YouTubers for Black History Month for black-owned product routine. So at this point, I don't know. Being a white-owned company ain't stopping the rest of us from buying it. It's not like they're refusing our money. It's so weird to me. Most of the time, these sentiments don't apply to Versace and Chanel, but when Beyonce and Rihanna want to make high-end clothes, there's an issue that it isn't affordable. Letting me know that you're black-owned is the quickest way to get my money. This is just another tactic to not buy black. The new Shea Moisture formula doesn't hit. This is also like the folks who have had a bad experience one time with a black business. They'd be ready to throw the whole damn concept away. Like, I just don't understand. I really don't understand the mindset of like, if it's labeled black owned, that's going to discourage people from buying it. So basically you're saying we should give in to anti-blackness, which I just don't agree. I don't agree. They don't want the Shea Moisture products locked up at Walmart. That's why they want the black coin, but not the black struggle. I literally asked the company via Instagram if they were black owned. And when they told me they were, I hopped in the car, went to the store 10 minutes later to buy their product. Don't get upset, queen. Don't get upset. I'm not sure what the beauty industry will do when a large percentage of black people, especially women, start to love their hair. This is whites only teas. I used social media one time and hated it. My hair was like, no. Black people don't have to give in to anti-blackness. Yeah, idea, queen. I too disagree with that mindset. Tell me you're black owned, please. Y'all want black business owners to just leave us in the dust. Yes, I also talked about this in my Shea Moisture videos as well. That, like, y'all also realize that, like, black Americans are the #1 consumers in the United States. So I also feel like... it's anti-black. Like, I really feel like it's anti-black. Like, I just feel like it's anti-black. I feel like it's anti-black. Like, bye, Clarissa. Like, black Americans are the number one fucking consumers in the United States. Like, we buy the most of everything. We also consume the most television and movies, and we also use the most social media. Black Americans are the number one consumers in the United States. So, as I said in my Shea Moisture videos, I even think it's fucking backwards to be like, well, we shouldn't fucking advertise as black owned because we should want to get everyone's money. You realize the bulk of all the money that's being spent is coming from black Americans. So why is the mindset that we need to not advertise to black Americans? We need to not advertise to us. We need to advertise to other people so that other people will spend money, even though we're the main consumer. But I don't, the math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing. The math is not mathing. Like, no, she didn't. Oh, yes, she did. Oh, she did, Don Cheadle. Don't blame me. How you mad? That little hit didn't even move fucking Cedric the Entertainer. Hi, KK. Look, now he talk about some don't hit me. You walked in there and hit Cedric first. I'm not here for white comfort. We buy products from black-owned businesses all... Oh, sorry. Lisa said, I'm not here for white comfort. We buy products from white-owned businesses all the time and don't even blink. I think some people feel like companies should hide their black-owned status because they run the risk of losing opportunities due to racism, which I get, but we can and have thrived without them. Again, black Americans are the number one consumers. We are the number one consumers. We should be the most catered to group by all races. All races of anyone that's trying to sell anything should cater to black Americans first. Oh, I see it now, the MLK thing. What makes it more insidious is that non-black people are also able to commodify black cultural aspects and profit off of it. Right, like niggas is not allowed to put on our own products that our products are black owned because people don't want to fucking get shit from niggas. But somebody that's not black can fucking turn around and do the exact same thing and motherfucking niggas will come out in droves to support the shit. Niggas not gonna be like, well, they're not black, so I'm not gonna support it. They're gonna support it. But we can't even put on our own shit that our shit is black owned. I reject that notion. Reject. This is a good speech that he's given. I'm tired of them taking our leaders. Whoops. I'm watching Talk to Me, Brittany. Hi, Mary. Thank you. Super chat. He ran in there naked in the dead of night. I get excited when I see something that's black owned. Me too. Exactly, Jules. This has not listed your race on the job application to get the interview and change their mind about black people vibes. Yes. This has change your name from fucking Beyonce to BB because you don't want the fucking white people to be made uncomfortable by your ghetto ass name vibes. Fuck what white people think. Fuck what white people think. Fuck what anti-black racists think. I just reject. 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 Oh, and there's Clarissa. Bye. Some people still don't know or believe that black Americans are the largest consumers in the U.S. Like... Oh, run! You better run! They better beat the shit out of this white man. They better kill this white man. Hi, KK. They get rich off us and try to discard us. People should hit you up for consulting. If I was ever working on a huge project in the U.S., I would definitely contact Seren. It's a double-edged sword. Some people don't want to acknowledge that they're black owned because of the opposition, but then you're diminishing your identity if you're not proud to make it known that you're black. We do drive the markets. Black Americans are loyal consumers. When we fuck with a product, we go generational with that shit. Absolutely. Like, my mother to this day uses Dove soap because her grandma Pansy, my great-grandmother, used Dove soap. I do not use Dove soap because I refuse to support Unilever. I will not ever in my life buy anything from Unilever. When I'm in the store buying anything, I will literally turn it over and look at the back. And if it has that little U on it, I put it right the fuck back on the shelf. Like, no. I go out of my way to buy black. I go out of my way to not support Amazon. I go out of my way. I don't support Whole Foods. Like, I have a whole video called being pro-black is a lifestyle choice, because it really is a lifestyle choice. Like, these are steps you have to take. These are changes you have to make. But I refuse to, like, support as much as I can. I refuse to support the white supremacist infrastructure with my dollars. So I will never buy anything by Unilever because I know for a fact that their main bread and butter is skin bleaching products and pushing ideas about colorism worldwide. So I will never buy it. But my mother won't buy nothing but Dove soap because her grandmother bought it. Like, we good Black Americans are number one consumers. Like, I really don't understand. Like, it's really such an anti-Black mindset of, like, you have to hide that you're Black owned because you have to appeal to non-Black consumers because non-Black consumers are worth more than Black ones, when Black consumers are the main ones that buy everything. Like, it's so backwards to me. They all listening to PD talk. If they could do that to him, don't think they won't cut you down like a dog too. Oh, is this Taraji? Is Taraji listening? Yeah, Taraji is listening, crying. Where was I? I can't think of the name, but there's a makeup company that caters to Black women. They love to talk about being based in the West Indies, but it's only based there because they're covering up that it's South Asian owned. Beyonce to BB. I cannot. Beyonce is a ghetto ass name. They want you to change your name from Beyonce to Bethany. I always found it really funny when people, like, when Beyonce came out with Lemonade and, like, shook up all these Caucasians that only knew pop Beyonce. When she got them braids and they were like, where did these braids come from? Like, I didn't want to pay $600 to see B. Quisha. It's like, now, first of all, you call yourself ghettoizing her name, but you do realize her name is Beyonce, which is already ghetto and ratchet as fuck. Already. Like, I don't know what people thought about Beyonce for a long time. I don't know who they thought Beyonce was for a long time. Whoops. Where was I? They want you to change your name from Beyonce to Bethany. Beyonce's a ghetto-ass name. This is rejected. Beyonce's name is Southern, Creole, classy, ghetto, and bougie. That big-ass U. What is Unilever? Unilever is a company that owns everything. Like, but they put a big U on all their products. So if you look on the back, you'll see a U on it. Unilever is a large beauty industry. They own nearly everything. They own a lot of beauty products. They own a lot of food products. Like, so really, I was just in the store last week with somebody, literally, looking at something in the store, and I turned it over and I looked at the back. And then I, like, put it back. And they asked me later on, what was I doing? And I was like, I was looking on the back to see if it's made by Unilever, and it was. So I put it back. And they were like, you always do this all the time? And I was like, yeah. If it's a brand that I don't know, if it's a brand that I don't already know, or that I don't already know is Black owned, or that I'm not already familiar with, I am going to look at the back to see, like, who's the producer? Like, what's the production company? Because it's certain companies that I do not give my money. I don't get, like I said, like, I won't give my money to Amazon. I won't give my money to Whole Foods. I won't give my, like, I try really hard, like, really hard, really hard. Amazon sucks, though, because that's one of the few places where sometimes you can get certain books and movies, especially old stuff. So sometimes I'm forced to. But anytime I'm not forced to, like, even my own book is available on Amazon, but it's also available for digital download on Gumroad. And I have had, and I did that on purpose. And I have had people be like, oh, I'm not supporting Amazon. Do you have another link, another way that I could get your book? And I'm like, yes, it's available on Gumroad, because like I know that people don't want to support Amazon. And I will say, not to get off topic, but it's funny to me to see the amount of people that's like, you know, in the woke, quote unquote, hate that phrase, ecosystem or whatever, that talk all the revolution talk, but then they be having an Amazon package like every day, every other day. They talking about waiting for some Amazon package. You do realize, okay, whatever, the role that these daily Amazon packages are playing in climate change, capitalism, waste production, carbon production. Have these warehouses, the irony, like, this is basically slave labor, like, the irony. I just watched fucking Nomadland, which everybody's talking about. That was the first time I actually saw inside of an Amazon factory in a movie. I was like, wow, I can't believe they let them record inside of this factory and really show it. Taraji opened the door with the shotty, so she let him back. The more you know. Unilever is a huge consumer goods conglomerate. Beyonce as a name is Bougetto. Unilever owns nearly everything. The loyalty really travels into many generations on products for Black Americans. Yeah, Unilever sells food as well. I just Googled them. Why do they even own mayonnaise? Unilever has purchased several food brands. I remember the SNL skit when Beyonce turned Black and they were shocked. I literally know a girl named Beyonce who went to my high school in the hood, and that name is still very much considered ghetto. Hi! Unilever owns Lipton tea, helmets, all types of things. They also own Tazo brand tea. They own a lot of shit. Unilever is the Disney of domestic products. They own everything. Gumroad, queen. There's links on the About page. There's a link to the Gumroad digital download for my book on the About page of my channel. Can't believe I didn't know about Unilever. Let me read up. Oh, gosh. You better go down a rabbit hole. Conscious community. Damn, now I have to get rid of my Tazo. I'm sorry, wishful thinking. I'm so sorry. The only reason why I know is because somebody got me some Tazo tea. I didn't buy it, but it was a present for me because they know I love tea. And so they got me this like huge box of like Tazo tea, this like sampler. And I turned that box over and it's a big ass U on the back. I was like, no. I'm probably still going to drink it because it's already bought and it was a present. But I'm going to be drinking that tea like it tastes like oppression. This tea tastes like skin bleaching and fucking colorism. Mr. Green. Thank you, Owen. Owen just put a link to the book, the Gumroad link. Also, the Gumroad link is a digital download, so you can like have it anywhere. Oh, gonna have to call the grave. Wishful thinking, it will never taste the same. I remember being younger and Annie Malone and Mayday parades used to have all black vendors every year. In St. Louis, black sheriffs showed up and showed out with missed times like that. Tazo is good. It's good. The Tazo shock syndrome. Unilever owns everything. It is good. I'm still gonna drink it. I didn't buy it, so I'm not gonna feel like, I spent my own money supporting white supremacy. It was gifted to me, but I was like, damn, Unilever owns a lot of shit. Yes, I'm gonna be drinking it like. Unilever was so prevalent growing up here. Oh, really? I thought it was like ultimately Dutch. I think it's Dutch owned, right? Or something like that. I want to say something like that. But it's very prevalent in Africa and Southeast Asia because it's mostly skin bleaching and it's very targeted. You can find documentaries on like the very targeted skin bleaching products of Unilever. That's how they make the bulk of their money. But skin bleaching products they're not acceptable in the United States. So they can't push their skin bleaching products in the United States. So in the United States, they own Dove, which is like soap. And they be putting, the wildest part is in the United States, they be giving Dove commercials on like, love the skin you're in. I be like, you are a racist company. You are a racist company. The bulk of your money that your company makes is literally off of skin bleaching products in Africa and Southeast Asia. Like, that's literally why that's why your company exists. But you're not allowed to do that and to sell those type of products in the United States. So in the United States, you own Dove, you own mayonnaise, you own chip brands, and like you own other things in the United States because you can't push your skin bleaching shit here. It's so insidious. Y'all, anti-blackness is everywhere. Anti-blackness is everywhere. Everywhere. I don't know who this is doing James Brown, but this ain't no Chad. This ain't no Chadwick Boseman. I feel like now now that I've seen Chad, that's it. I can't believe I never saw this. And it takes place in DC. I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Nestle is all over the world too. I was shook. Fair and Lovely. That's the big skin bleaching brand here, owned by Unilever. Yup. Liars. How are these huge global conglomerates not considered partaking in an oligopoly? Y'all also know Walmart. And y'all know how I feel about Walmart. I hate them damn Waltons. I do not go to no fucking Walmart either. Like, unless I really, really, really have to. Unless I have to. Y'all know Walmart owns Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, and Dollar General. And Aldi's is Trader Joe's partner company. I literally watch Seren's videos to find black-owned alternatives. Walmart has been trash. Dollar Tree is the only store I got in my neighborhood. Exactly, like sometimes you have to, but it's all very anti-blackness is everywhere, Jules. Dollar Tree, the only store I got in my neighborhood because I live in a food desert. This is all very anti-black and it's very deliberate. It's very deliberate. They make it like water. Like they make white supremacy and anti-blackness like water, and we're like fish. Like it's all around everywhere. Like all the businesses are black owned, all the companies be these white owned racist ass fucking corporations, like, and they make it like so we don't even question it, right? Like that saying of like if you ask a fish what's water, they're gonna be, if water is wet or whatever, they're gonna be like what's water, because like they don't even have an idea that they're swimming around in water. That's like us with these like white institutions. Like, nah, I want them to tell me which ones are black owned so I can know, so I can make a conscious choice of where I'm going to spend my money, because I'm really trying to like not put my little money, even though I know my money is just a drop in the bucket, especially for these fucking corporations. But I don't want to put my money towards anything that's, as far as I know, supports the system of racism, white supremacy, and anti-blackness. So I don't do it. Reject. Yes, Taraji. Ain't no. I think this one is a wig, because the afro's like bigger now. Taraji like campaigning for Shirley Chisholm. Help me. I'll take you there. I'll take you there. There's no ethical consumption under capitalism. That's scary when one company can take over like 70% of products. I don't know very much about Trader Joe's. I know people try to act like Trader Joe's is like socialist. I've gotten probably 50 plus people to download Black Wall Street in the past year. It's not necessarily easy to make it a lifestyle, but it is easy to take steps. Of course, there's a corner store and liquor store on every block, but the only food source is the Walmart 20 miles away. And the corner stores and liquor stores don't even be Black owned either. Like, that's what I mean, though, when I say, like, the main consumer is the Black American. The main consumer is the Black American, like, but we don't own anything. Like, I want to know what's Black owns. Look at this chair. He's sitting in one of these old school chairs. Yeah, it's definitely the 70s. It's very interesting how you can see the clear delineation between the 60s and the 70s. Now he's sitting in the 70s chair. They got the bigger 70s style afros. 60s was a little bit more buttoned up, a little bit more prim and proper. 70s, they got the mustaches. They got the hair. They got the bell-bottom jeans. They got the jeans that's a little more casual instead of the suits that they was wearing. So he's going to be on TV now. He don't seem happy. I like his vest. His vest is black and white on the back. Your little prison station. Yes, it's a conscious choice. Jules from New Jersey. BWS is Black Wall Street, Olivia, official Black Wall Street. They have an app. They have an Instagram page. They have a newsletter. They're really good. I saw some other people bring up We Buy Black. I like We Buy Black too. I like Shop Black also, SHOPPE, Shop Black. I like Black and Green, BLK and GRN, Black and Green. That one's like all natural products. And nowadays, like now more than ever, there's like more than ever accessibility. You know, like 6 years ago when I first started doing like Black owned business unboxings and stuff, like the accessibility was way low, so much lower than it is now. He got on the denim patchwork suit. Yeah, like an index for Black owned businesses, yes. And We Buy Black. I got this red light on. Same here. I will literally find a Black owned, family owned grocery store. Yeah. Even if we have to drive past certain stores. Trader Joe's is so inaccessible to me too. The nearest Trader Joe's is like an hour away. Now you're going to be checking my house for Unilever products. You better look for that big ass U. It's a big U. And they put it on everything. Official Black Wall Street is a next generation digital platform helping to recirculate the Black dollar and strengthen the local economy in Black communities. And it's like a location based app. So you can like open it and see what's Black owned near you. The owners of Aldi's and Trader Joe's. Oh, remember, I never even heard of Aldi's until y'all kept bringing it up. I was like, what the fuck is Aldi's? What are they talking about? I know Aldo, shoe store. That's it. The owner of Aldi's and Trader Joe's are brothers. I think Aldi's is a family company from Germany. Been around for a long time. Oh, look, Nicole said Black and Green is nice too. Yeah. Oh, Super Chat, Deadly Gamer, thank you. This little dancing pair, thank you. Off topic, but my daughter's watching Back to the Future. She said this is just like Rick and Morty. Ha! Rick and Morty's based off Back to the Future, Vanity. Hi, Deadly Gamer. Yes, it has definitely improved over the years. I want to buy Black-owned sneakers. Brother Vellies makes Black-owned sneakers. Soul Rebels Really good. That one's not Black American owned, it's Ethiopian owned. But it's a really good company, ethical, sustainable. They make sneakers out of like old tires and like old stuff. I know they use tires for like the soles of the shoes. And they have like some real cool designs. I have a couple pairs of their shoes. There have also been several Black owned businesses that have collaborated with New Balance. Joe Fresh Goods collaborated with Converse. Eat, which is a DC-based brand, collaborated with New Balance. I know, what's his name from Versace? I don't know how you pronounce this man's name. Salahay Ben Burry or something like that. He has a pair of New Balance. There's quite a few actually options for Black-owned shoes. Soul Rebels is Black woman owned. It's a woman that owns it. And I like that the shoes are ethical and sustainable a lot. And they're really good quality, too. I like them. Where's Petey? This damn 70s mustache. A big blue U, too. Yeah, Official Black Wall Street is a really cool app. Exactly, Olivia. Unilever has a big blue U on the back. I love Aldi. Aldi's the only ethical supermarket. I just went to Aldi yesterday. Fresh fruits and veggies. Sprouts is a great fresh food market and grocery store too if it's in your state. Oh, sneakers by a Black woman? You should definitely look at Soul Rebels. Soul, S-O-L-E Rebels. Rebels. It is Black women owned and ethical and sustainable. And they have all different types of shoes, including sneakers. That's a really good one. Especially if you want it to be Black women owned specifically. I love sustainable clothes. Also Gallery LA. I think it's spelled Galeriela. It's a Black owned, so it's like a marketplace, almost like a digital marketplace. I don't think all of the brands are Black owned, but the marketplace itself is Black owned. And they do have a lot of Black owned brands. And I know that Tronus. Is that a shoe? That's a shoe, another shoe company. Oh, wow. Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. I don't think everything on Gallery LA is Black owned, but the whole platform is Black owned, and they prioritize Black owned businesses. And I know they give a lot of money to Black owned businesses and Black owned causes. Gallery LA, that's like another one. And they sell clothes and shoes and stuff on there as well. Chris Cardi might have sneakers. It's not Black women owned, but it's Black American owned from DC. They might have sneakers. Seren Madam used to have sneakers, but I think they're on a break right now. But Tronus I never heard of, so I'll look into them. Oh yeah, I see. Santia Deck. Santia, that's her name? No, please. Oh, I see. Yeah, Tronus was made by a Black woman. Pete into going on that show. I have never seen Aldi. It really is. Aldi pays their employees a livable wage and the cashier sit. So if it's Brothers, because I know they also say Trader Joe's is like they pay a livable wage and they all have health insurance. So is Trader Joe's like the same, but Aldi's is just like the more accessible brand? Or is one of them like an accessible brand and one like an upscale brand? Because yeah, I don't know. I've never been in Aldi's. I am going to say that if you can't find out if something is Black owned or not, it's probably not. Like I saw somebody asking about like they don't know if something is Black owned. This has always been my rule of thumb. If I go to like your about page or your fact page, Like, I do not trust companies that do not show who the owner is, or, but I prefer to shop small. You guys know, like, I prefer to shop small. I try to shop local, Black owned, especially Black American owned, Black women owned. Like, if I go on your page and you got Black in your title, but you don't have no facts or information about the owner, is your owner Black, if it seems like you're trying to hide, for me, I'm literally like the opposite. Like, if it seems like you're trying to hide something, or if it seems like you're trying to hide the fact that you're Black owned, or if it's like, I'm not going to spend my money with you. Like, what's the deal? Like, why are you being so shady about who owns your brand and what the backstory behind your brand is? That makes me not want to spend my money with you. So, and that's really my rule of thumb. Whenever people ask me, like, is this Black owned? Is that Black owned? I'd be like, is it easily accessible for you to see the owners and the facts? If not, maybe, I don't know. This is a nice wig that Taraji got on. Afro wig. Her boobies look great in this too. I'm at about 129. Nah, he about to trip. That's the only reason why he's doing it. He don't even want to do it. Oh gosh. I mean, is he a comic? Petey's not a comic. Right. Right. Thank you, Taraji. He's just a regular ass nigga from DC. He's not no comic. He just a regular ass nigga from DC that like to run his mouth. He ain't no. This is about to go left as hell. He doesn't want to be here. He doesn't want to be here, do we? All the niggas don't want to go on Johnny Carson with the plaid pants on, do we? Look at these pants this man has on. Taraji's body is hitting. And they got all that liquor in there too. His ass drunk. His ass drunk. His ass drunk. So I'm going to assume this really happened what I'm about to watch. And Pete ain't into going on that show. Oh, I see Tronus is made by a black woman. I searched Brother Velli's. Seren's video is the first thing that pops up. Nice. Oh, yeah, Brother Velli's is also Black woman owned. I got to stop at Aldi's now. I've been meaning to. Yeah, I would say Aldi's is very affordable. Aldi's is the more budget-friendly one of the two. So I'm going to assume that Trader Joe's is probably good, too. I've been inside Trader Joe's, but I don't know nothing about the backstory until y'all just told me that it's related to Aldi's. It's so good. So many good things. You get good vibrations just walking in. Aldi's would be the lower scale. Trader Joe's is affordable, too. Aldi is cool. They have their own brands. Most non-GMO and organic. You see, Jules? That ain't it. That ain't it. I find it suspicious when they'll post that the company was founded by a Black person, but don't mention if the owner is too, like with Carol's daughter. I prefer to go to farmers markets and buy from local Black vendors when the market is in season. Y'all can check out the Black shopping networks too. It's another directory hub. Right, exactly, Vanity. Petey was funny, but he wasn't a comedian. As soon as he said that, like, Richard Pryor and this and that, like, Petey's not a fucking comedian. Like she said, he's just a regular nigga from DC, likes to run his mouth. The Black shopping network. I see it. The Black shopping networks. Not the plaid. Y'all see these plaid pants? The post the product and the owner trend was eye-opening. Yes, wishful thinking. I love that trend. I saw a lot of those threads, and I felt like a lot of those threads are exactly my point. Like, Black Americans we are the consumers. We are the number one consumers. Like, there's so many businesses that are not Black owned, but that market directly towards Black people and Black Americans in particular, because we are the number one consumers. But like Negroes ourselves have this perspective of like, for us to be successful, we can't market to other niggas. We got to try to like get outside money because I don't know, all niggas is broke. It's like so weird and off-putting and confusing. It's really a weird thing. Like, it's really a weird thing. Like, oh, all these fucking white-owned brands is, especially the hair ones, is masquerading hard as fuck and marketing to niggas hard as fuck, but don't even be Black owned. But as soon as a real business be Black owned, it's this push of like, don't admit you're Black, don't market to Black people, you got to get the white dollar. Like, I just feel like it's deliberate to keep niggas from getting anything. Like, it's just deliberate to keep us from getting anything. The whole mindset. You keeps it shirtless. He said they do that because that keeps it real. Like, he keeps it shirtless. Dark and lovely. Nope, it ain't colored. Oh, tell him, PD. Niggas from DC, I don't know what it is. Motherfuckers from DC will tell you how it is. Like, listen, this what it is. Let me tell you what it is. I mean, I guess they clapped, though. She said he ain't want to be there. Trader Joe's is life. Aldi is good for the creep. Trader Joe's makes their own products. They prioritize quality and affordability. I've been to the Trader Joe's in New York. I don't even know if is there one in DC? Bro, why is Chiwetel? I'd be like, listen up, Chiwetel. I'm the talent. I'm the talent, bitch. I'm the talent. You are, I don't know who you are. You are behind the scenes, nigga. You're pull the strings, nigga. Like, you trying to get me on Johnny Carson so that, like, you could be my manager and you could ride me to the top like a motherfucking show horse, bitch. But I'm the talent. And if I don't want to be here, I don't want to be here. You're not just going to walk up on me and swing on me. If you want it so bad, how about you go out there and deliver some nigger jokes to this fucking room full of crackers? Chiwetel. And then they'd be like, we're acting. It's a movie. Can you stop calling him Chiwetel, please? His name is Dewey. He didn't lie. He told him the truth. I ain't never asked for this shit. All I wanted to do was my little thing on the radio. Like, I don't even want to be here. Aldi and Trader Joe's pretty much have the same stuff. You wouldn't find a Big U in Aldi. I love that trend too. A lot of Black folks were shocked, and I was telling them, yup. Sitting here thinking a brand is Black owned, only to find out it's cloud colored. They were shooketh. The Cantu one had Twitter and shackles. Dark and lovely. Nope, it ain't colored. I wish Trader Joe's was closer. I'd be there every week. Trader Joe's orange chicken when you pop it in the air fryer. Y'all here reminiscing. Y'all in here reminiscing about Trader Joe's. You're not the talent, Dewey. Like, I don't understand. Like, you can't be mad at me. Like, you're not the talent. Like, that's it. You have to get the fuck over it. Aldi has that orange chicken too. My cousin in Brooklyn told me when I visit, we got to go to Trader Joe's. I've never been. Of course, Taraji came and bailed their asses out for fighting. Or did she only bail out Don Cheadle? Because that would be hilarious. Right, don't try to change me, Dewey. Like, I am the person that I am, which is exactly what Taraji said. He ain't no Johnny Carson. He don't want to be here. And she's looking right at him. I told you he didn't want to be here. Like, it's not about you. I'm sorry, you're not funny. You don't have the talent. This mustache is killing me, y'all. This is definitely a glue-on mustache. My man got a glue-on mustache. I don't know if he has on a wig, but the mustache is definitely glued on his face. Greene and Hughes terminate successful partnership. May I have silence, please? Look at this hat. I kind of don't know what is the perspective of the movie, though. Like, does this movie want me to be on Dewey's side? Don't call till you've been sober 6 months. Oh, Taraji left him. Does the movie want me to be on Dewey's side, or does it want me to be on Don Cheadle's side? I'm curious. He's still going to see Mike Epps. It's been like 10 years. These sideburns, these mutton chops is motherfucking definitely glued on. The whole head might not be a wig, but the mutton chops are, and the mustache is. Now he's trying to be a DJ. Oh, look, see? Petey got to his ass, because Petey's like, you ain't the talent, bitch. Like, if you want to fucking be on the radio and be on Johnny Carson, nigga, you do it. But you can't force me. I'm glad that Dewey's doing his own thing, though. Oh, look at Ben's chili bowl. Aww. Ben's chili bowl, where you have the best food you could ever have a crackhead make you. Hey, look, they won some little award. They won some little radio award. Ooh, I like those glasses. I like that they're both still working, just not together. So are they going to end up going head to head? Are they rivals now? Good morning, DC, May 1982. Hey, look at my people. Look at my people. Look at Dewey with the dashiki on. Dewey that nigga now, huh? Dewey that nigga now. Petey called in. This is definitely. There was definitely a facial hair lace front unit dedicated to this movie, because Chiwetel has a whole fake mustache goatee on right now, and Don Cheadle also definitely has some fake mutton chops, and maybe even also a fake mustache. I don't think I've ever even seen Don Cheadle with facial hair. Damn, he hung up on him. Oh, I guess he really did call Taraji when he got sober. Because there she go. Wig budget, Jules. I spend so much time thinking about wig budgets. I was literally just watching X2 yesterday. Like, damn, the wigs. The wig budget went up. What's your job, man? Screen the calls. A lace front mustache. Tyler Perry lace mustache. Not a lace front stash. They're definitely glued on. Like when Will Smith had on that fake mustache screaming, no, it's not. A whole stash unit. For real, the lace is peeling on the sides. Got to do better. It was definitely coming. One of the mutton chops was definitely coming up on the sides. That was on Fresh Prince when he was pretending to be Ashley's father for a parent conference. I feel like Talk to Me is one of those films where people need to decide for themselves whose side they want to be on. Yeah, the movie's definitely not telling us. Like, it's definitely not giving us, which I like. It's good. Like, it's not giving us, it's not saying what side. So I hear you the man up in here now. Huh? Wow, he bought the station? Right, why is she always drinking milk? Why is she always drinking milk? It's funny. Only found 4 Unilever products in my house. Don't know how I'm gonna give up mayonnaise though. It's like crack to me. Palmetto cheese went viral this summer because while the package uses a black woman, it's a white-owned company owned by a white mayor who called Black Lives Matter a terror organization. I feel like the chat is lagging. Wishful thinking. There are some alternatives. Vegans. Are you talking about mayonnaise alternatives? Duke's mayo is better. What's the brand? Is it Hellman's? Is Hellman's owned by Unilever? I don't eat mayonnaise. That's the only mayonnaise brand that I know. I feel like that's the main one that people use. Is that the brand, World Lover? Why is Dewey still mad? Like, what is he even mad about? Oh, this is why he's still mad. Because he's pressed. Because he's personally pressed about the Tonight Show and Johnny Carson, so... It's the 80s now. It's 82, Nicole. I hate mayonnaise, but my mama loves Hellman's. Hellman's is definitely you-owned. Duke's mayo was black-owned, but I believe it was sold. Yeah, you can put it in the food section of Discord. World Lover, are you in Discord? You're in Discord, right? I wonder if this was weird for Taraji. I doubt it is, because she's an actress, and I know people will be like, she's an actress, it's acting. But, like, Taraji really is from DC. Like, Taraji really is from DC. I don't know if... I guess this is why I'm not an actress, because I really don't think I could be in character. I really don't. Like, if I'm really from DC, and I'm playing a DC native in a movie that's set in DC, and I'm sitting across from fucking Chiwetel, who I know is not it... And he's talking about some Anacostia projects, I would bust out laughing. Like, sir, as soon as that actor says cut, you're going to start talking to me in a British accent. Like, does no one else think this is funny but me? Okay. Sorry. Let me compose myself so we can restart the scene. I would just be cracking up. But that's why Taraji's a professional. Are they about to play pool? Taraji is pure DC. Taraji is pure DC. For real. She reminds me of my mother. Every time I see her and the way she acts and her mannerisms and everything. They should have added Monique to this movie to bring it full circle. Duke's was black-owned for 122 years. Who did they sell to? Not Unilever. People do multiple takes for a reason. That's actually what happens on set all the time. It has to be funny. Like, it has to be funny. Even though, does anybody else feel like they don't really do blooper reels anymore? No. As soon as the director yells cut, folks will bust out laughing. If I was Taraji, I'd be like, cut. I miss blooper reels, Nicole. I miss blooper reels. No, they didn't sell to the U. That's good. Yes, bloopers been dead. And those used to be the best part of the movie. I feel like that hasn't been a thing since DVDs stopped. The other day, I was watching Talladega Nights on TV, and they showed the bloopers at the end. Because, that's, like, part of the credits. And they, like, showed it. And I was like, oh, look, I haven't seen these in a while. I like my Jesus as like a rocker with like great big eagle wings, and he's up on stage performing a medley of my favorite songs, and I'm in the front row and I'm hammered drunk. I feel like that's how I too picture my Jesus. That's how I want my run-in with Jesus to be as well. If I ever fucking run into Jesus Christ, I think that's how it's gonna be. Dear tiny little prepubescent infant Jesus with your cute little cheeks and your little baby wings. Fucking hilarious. We're here to do a public service announcement about an emergency plaguing the United States today. Packs of wild dogs. Those bloopers are fucking funny. One of the reasons why I love the Rush Hour films was the blooper reels. Ha! $1 million? Who you think you got? Chelsea Clinton? Who you think you got? Chelsea Carter? Life has the funniest bloopers. Rush Hour used to do them for every credit roll. I used to buy DVDs just for the cutout scenes. Blooper reels are still the best. TV shows still got them at least. Rush Hour bloopers, yes, that's the best. I used to like watching bloopers at the end of sitcoms and movies. The Veep ones used to have me crying. It's like getting a quick peek behind the curtain. I used to stay behind for the bloopers in the theater. Eddie Murphy on Life was the best bloopers. Little Rascals. Especially when you're an actor, you know how much goofing around can happen on and off set. It has to be funny, like, has to be funny. So they made up. Oh, so it's going to end with them back cool again. The people looking at them walking by like, hey, it's them two niggas. It's them two radio niggas. Chiwetel got the taco meat out. Oh, look, see people walking up to them. They like know who they are. They recognize them. Chris Tucker messed that line up like 10 times. He was just saying random Chelsea. Will Smith's bloopers are always great because he ad-libs so much. Like, anyone that ad-libs a lot, the bloopers are good. The Jim Carrey Grinch bloopers are really funny too. Oh, he died. Wow, he's still going to see Mike Epps. He's been going to see Mike Epps in jail for like 20 years. Mike Epps got cornrows now. And little Malcolm X glasses. Oh, he just told him that Petey died. Oh, he's at the funeral. They talking to the public. I would so love a Baps blooper reel. R.I.P. to blooper reels after credits. And he said, this ain't my dad's watch. That shit was funny. Saying lines from the script, joking around, remixing shit. I never saw Veep. Shit, funny. Now we're getting into like Jerry curl time. It's like the late 80s. Like when TV sitcoms add their bloopers at the end of the episode. Parker's Bernie Mac show, so enjoy that. This is a nice ending. I'm glad they were able to like make up before he passed away. Wow, look at all these people. Be cool. I love a little fourth wall break. He looked at us. Over 10,000 mourners attended Petey's funeral, the largest such gathering for any non-elected official in Washington, D.C. history. It was a lot of people. WOLAM became the cornerstone of what is now Radio 1 Network, one of the largest media companies in the country. Dewey Hughes went on to win 10 Emmys as a producer, director. He now lives in Los Angeles, writing and producing music. Nice. Wake up, god damn it. Yes, this was based off a true story. This was based off a real person. DC legend. Olivia. That was a good ending. I liked it. So now I've seen Talk to Me. Woo! Because I had never seen it. This was cute. All of these movies, all of these like music movies that we've watched, I've liked all of them. I haven't thought that any of them were bad. So some nice music that they're playing over these credits. So next week is going to be Lackawanna Blues, because I still have it open. So it's going to be Lackawanna Blues, and then I think A Woman Called Moses, and then we could either do Feast of All Saints movie and then do season 2 Black Dynamite, or we could do season 2 of Black Dynamite first. I don't have a preference. But you guys don't have to choose yet. You can think about it. Yeah, it's Lackawanna Blues next week, and then A Woman Called Moses. And then, like I said, either Feast of All Saints or season 2 of Black Dynamite. But if we do Black Dynamite first, we'll just do Feast of All Saints at the end. It's good to see you, Queen Brittany. We haven't seen you in a while. I know you said you had your work schedule changed. So it's good to see you, that you were able to come back and join us. Have they? I don't think so, because I feel like I would have seen them talking about a funeral for Cicely Tyson. I don't think they have, but maybe I'll do a poll after Lackawanna Blues and A Woman Called Moses, and everyone could vote if they want to do whatever they want to do. But I'm really glad we were able to do Talk to Me. I'm really glad we're like slowly working through all these like music biopics that I've never seen. Because I never saw this one. I never saw the James Brown one with Chadwick. I never saw Cadillac Records, which I finally watched last week. So we're kind of going through them. So we will be back next Sunday with Lackawanna Blues. Might as well get Feast of All Saints out of the way first. We'll take a few days. All right, well, we'll see. We can vote. We don't have to vote on it just yet. But, have it in the back of y'all minds that it's going to be Lackawanna Blues next week, and then A Woman Called Moses. Oh, they did have her funeral. It was in Harlem. Oh, so I'm going to look it up. I didn't even hear about it. Okay, I'm going to look it up. Well, thank you guys so much. It was so awesome seeing you. Videos will be coming out this week. Obviously, I will be live on Thursday, and then next Sunday we'll be doing Lackawanna Blues. Thank you for everyone that tuned in, everyone that watched along, commented. Thank you to everyone that did Super Chat. Happy March, because we're now in March. See you guys.